The Orange County Sheriff's Office and Orange County Fire Rescue have adopted a concept called Swift Assisted Victim Extraction, or SAVE. SAVE is a concept combining a law enforcement security element and an emergency medical service element to rapidly assess, treat, and extract injured victims at incidents involving an active assailant and mass casualties. This system was developed by Survival Option Services and provides the tactics necessary for law enforcement and fire rescue services to save lives. The SAVE team only operates in the warm zone, or semi-secure area, and only after both the law enforcement and fire department incident commanders agree that the suspect has been captured, contained, or neutralized, and there are no indicators of additional threats. Indicators to be considered are sight, sound, information from dispatch, intelligence from victims, witnesses, or responding units, or any other sources of information. The SAVE teams are not moved to contact teams, which should have already been deployed into a scene to address the active threat. Each SAVE team consists of 4 law enforcement officers and 3 fire department personnel. The law enforcement officers are the security element, and their primary responsibility is the safety of the fire department personnel. The security element consists of the following: SAVE Team Leader, or STL. The SAVE Team Leader, or STL, is in charge of the team, and all commands given by the STL must be followed by every member of the team. All members of the team must remain aware of their surroundings and remain alert for the potential of additional threats, such as additional shooters or improvised explosive devices, IEDs. Right Wing, who will serve as a contact officer or cover officer. Left Wing, who will serve as a contact officer or cover officer. Rear Guard, who will handle radio communication. The medical element consists of the following: Medical Team Leader, or MTL. MTL, Right Wing Medic, Left Wing Medic. When in formation, the FD personnel will hold on to the law enforcement officer's belt in front of them so the team moves as a unit. It is also important for the FD personnel to try to obtain as much cover behind the law enforcement officer as possible. It may be necessary to squat down as they move. As the team leader maneuvers through the area, it is important that the SAVE team leader has developed an immediate action plan, and each member of the team is aware of the plan. This plan is established so the medical element of the team can immediately evacuate or seek cover in the event an additional threat is discovered. The following are verbal commands the STL can relay to identify that an additional threat has been discovered. Medics out left, in which the FD personnel and 2 officers will exit to the left. Medics out right, in which the FD personnel and 2 officers will exit to the right. Medics out rear, in which the FD personnel and 2 officers will exit to the rear. Medics out front, in which the FD personnel and 2 officers will exit toward the front. While the team moves through the area, they will need to turn corners and pass through intersections. Here is what it should look like when the team approaches a corner. Note the team stops. The FD personnel grab onto the team leader's belt. The team clears and turns the corner. Then the FD personnel return to holding on to the law enforcement officer's belt in front of them, left and right wing. Here is what it looks like when the team proceeds through an intersection. Notice the team stops. The FD personnel hold onto the team leader's belt. The wings clear the intersection. Then the team proceeds through the intersection, and the FD personnel return to holding onto the belt of the law enforcement officer in front of them, left and right wing. A forward collection point is implemented when the SAVE team encounters a large number of victims in a general location that surpasses the team's ability to treat and evacuate the victims immediately. The forward collection point is designed to provide the fastest and most efficient medical intervention in order to stabilize multiple victims until they can reach more definitive care. If possible, the forward collection point should be an exterior-facing room to provide a secondary point of egress or evacuation. It should be large enough to accommodate the number of victims located. The room must be secured by the security element. The FD personnel's responsibility within the forward collection point is to stabilize and package each victim with the intent of evacuating as soon as possible. The SAVE team leader should advise the incident commander of their location, the number of victims, and request assistance from additional SAVE teams. Once the victims are packaged and ready for extraction, it may be necessary to remove them through the secondary point of egress, such as another door or window. The SAVE team will then extract the packaged victims to a waiting rescue vehicle. The rescue vehicle will then transport victims from the scene to the triage, treatment, transport, T3 area for additional care. Current policies, practices, and protocols regarding law enforcement and fire service responses during an active shooter-assailant incident are evolving. Once the suspect or suspects are captured, killed, or contained, the SAVE teams will be deployed into the scene. The SAVE teams will allow first responders to provide medical treatment to victims as quickly as possible, providing the best chance of survival. The SWIFT assisted victim extraction concept affords first responders the ability to achieve the ultimate goal: to save lives.